All right.
Yes. This is great. Great start.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Debate Club. I'm here with Vincent. This is a show where we discuss random topics from controversial to ridiculous to serious. And today, however, we're going to talk about something unknown to my buddy here: sleep.
Unknown. I wouldn't say unknown. I sleep.
You sleep because your body makes you sleep. But if you didn't have to sleep, you probably wouldn't. And I know that.
That's fair. That's
but
fair.
tell me why. I know why, but tell me why again.
Alright. I would mainly say the main reason why I don't like sleep is because it takes away from your day, right? I'm a poet. No. I can't. God, man. At the end of the day, it's like this. We sleep way too much. I'm looking at the camera from now on because I can't look at you.
I'm just laughing. I
just can't look at you.
Here's the thing. If I could sleep for 12 hours, I would. Or 48. I don't know. I love to sleep. So we're I don't understand you. I really don't.
What do you mean?
I can't compute with what you're doing. Because you have stayed awake for like a week.
6 days, yes.
Almost a week. And that's, you can die if you can actually die. It's not.
Okay, let me ask you this. If you had the chance to not sleep whatsoever, but you never get tired, you're wide awake, would you take that option, or would you still want that relief of sleep?
I still sleep. Because even though it doesn't bring me, it doesn't bring me like the physical benefits, it still feels good, and that matters.
Okay.
Bodies need sleep. Bodies need to, recharge at some point, or you die.
But what if they didn't?
Like water and food. Basically. Basic human needs. You know?
The average person sleeps 8 hours a day, right? 8 hours. For an average. I don't know, would you agree with that? 8 hours a day?
Well...
That's what they tell you.
Well, science has said that women need to sleep longer than men because their brains are wired different and they work faster. So they get tired faster and their brain is more tired faster, so they need more hours to recover from that. So 8 to 9 hours. And guys don't need as much to feel, good. But you need 1 hour and you're good. I don't fucking know how.
My thing is, it's just, even 8 hours, even if you're going based off 8 hours, that's a third of your day, which means it's a third of your life if it's every day. That's a third of your life completely gone. Now imagine, right? Let's say you live to 75.
Okay.
You live to 75. That means that 25 years of your life sleep. That's insane. Oh, that's like a horror movie.
Is insane? The fact that not sleeping can also take years off your life. So
that is true.
Pick your battles.
Yeah, but would it take 25 years off your life?
It actually can. You can sleep and live longer, or you cannot sleep, think you're living longer, and then die young because you're not sleeping. Because not sleeping can give you heart attacks, for example.
Yeah, I'm not saying that right now with how life is, with how our bodies are, I'm not saying that it's a good idea not to sleep. I'm just saying I wish that it was. I wish that there was a way our body didn't need the sleep, because then, we could have those 25 years. 25 years is a long time to be sleeping in a lifetime. A third of your life is crazy. Imagine when you're on your deathbed and you're like, oh, I wish I could just get a few more days. It's like, yeah, you could have got 25 years. There's people who have been in prison for murder serving less time than your sleep time. That's insane. You can get arrested for murder and do less time than how much you sleep. That's wild.
But sleeping is a good thing. Being in prison is not. So, I see your point. I understand your point, but that I could argue that applies to eating food and drinking water, because those are just basic human needs, and you spend this much amount of time every day doing those things that are technically time wasters that make you live longer, which means they're not time wasters because they help you live longer.
Okay, it's understandable, but it's just like the chunk that sleep has compared to, let's say, eating. Let's say you eat, even if you eat 3 times a day, you take 30 minutes a meal. That's an hour and a half a day. It's still crazy that you spend that much time just eating, but at the end of the day, it's like 8 hours. Oh, just laying there. Like, I watched a comedy, like a stand-up comedy special, and he was like, imagine explaining to aliens what sleep is. That's wild. Like,
we're not covering the alien topic just
I
yet.
know we're not.
I don't recommend doing that right now.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
What makes you think aliens don't sleep? They actually might sleep.
No, I'm not saying they don't. Listen, that's covering the alien topic. I'm just saying.
Sorry.
Explaining to anyone. Let's say there was like a country out there for some reason that they just didn't know sleep existed. I don't know. Like, just whatever. Like, in this make-believe world, there's someone that doesn't know what sleep is. Imagine explaining to them that for 8 hours a day, we just shut it down and just sit and do absolutely nothing. And then it's like, yeah, but isn't that boring? And it's like, no, my mind plays movies with me in it. Like, what? That's wild.
There's a scientific explanation for it. If you actively explain to them why we sleep, they understand. The same reason why we go to the bathroom, or we eat, or we have water. Our bodies need those things to survive. Same thing with our brains.
So it's like, what's sleep for? Okay, it gives us even explaining. Okay, what's sleep for? Oh, it gives you energy. It lets you, it regenerates our body. And
Google exactly what sleep does to you. Okay,
all right.
Let's go.
So real quick though,
does
it regenerates your body,
sleeping,
and your energy.
Do. Okay, so many biological processes happen during sleep. The brain stores new information and gets rid of toxic waste. Nerve cells communicate and reorganize, which supports healthy brain function. The body repairs cells, restores energy, and releases molecules like hormones and proteins.
Okay.
So, there's a question here of somebody asked, what's the point of sleeping? And I know you ask this question a lot while you're sleeping. Like, I'm sure your brain is filled with thoughts like, why am I sleeping right now? I should be doing whatever. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Is it a guilt thing?
No.
Like, I'm not moving, I'm not doing what I should be doing because I'm sleeping?
It's not a guilt thing. It's more of like a... I guess it stems from... Which isn't the only reason I don't sleep. I'm not saying that. I actually have trouble sleeping a lot of times and stuff like that. But, like, just based off my opinion on sleep, it doesn't come from, like, a... What do you exactly say?
The biological need to sleep, or the...
No, like, on why I don't...
Oh, why you don't?
Yeah.
The guilt of it?
Oh, you said guilt. Okay, guilt. So no, it's not so much the guilt. It's just, I guess it comes more of the fear of not having enough time in life, because it's like, there's so many things. Me personally, I know I have so many goals in life and so many things in life, and it's just like thinking about it where it's like, okay, well, if I'm productive more hours of the day than the average person, I have more time to accomplish stuff. Also, I'm sorry for the excessive blinking. My eyes watering. I don't know why, but sure, let's go with it.
Because you're sad because you can't sleep and you feel the fear.
I'm not sad at all.
You feel the fear and you're just going.
I think it's the paint. Probably got my eye. Hope you guys enjoy the paint. Sleep. It just complete chaos here.
Okay.
Sleep is just overrated. It's just, there's something about it where it's like, I'm aware.
Do you agree that the body is a shelf, that bed is a shelf that you put your body on when you're not using it? Is that your idea of what sleeping is? Sleeping is just a bed
Yeah.
where you put your body when you're not using it, and that's basically the purpose of sleep. You know, when you're a baby, you sleep a lot more.
I know, it's even crazier.
And you
It's probably has an extra
control
year.
that because it helps you grow. There's a reason why they sleep much, because it helps you grow. Sleeping helps you grow when you're a baby. And I have nephews. I see how much they sleep. So my youngest is like a year and a half, I believe. If my sister sees this, correct me. I don't remember. Hopefully she is, or he is. And he sleeps like 2 hours in the morning and 2 in the evening, something like that. So 4 hours a day, or sometimes 5 or 6, because he's a baby. They need to sleep to live. It's part of their function. And
sleep is awful. Listen,
oh
okay, here's another topic I want to talk about.
11 minutes.
I got plenty more, trust me. Here's another thing I want to talk about with sleep. What does caffeine do to you? Not like everybody in the world. I mean, like you specifically. Like, do you get affected by caffeine? Yeah,
no,
to you specifically.
I don't, because, and I think this applies to many people, including some viewers. ADHD does compromise the way your body reacts to caffeine. Meaning that some people might get stimulated over caffeine when they have coffee, for example. But I mellow out, and I actually sleep better if I have coffee. Tea as well, but coffee as well. Because the more coffee you have, the more your body gets adjusted to it, and the more your brain is like, oh, this is fine. Monster, on the other hand, off the walls.
That's crazy.
Because it's a different kind of caffeine with more chemicals. My body isn't used to that. And it's not the natural substance that caffeine is. Coffee is pure caffeine. Monster and Red Bull is caffeine plus other additives. But I'm sure some people who have ADHD in the audience might agree with me that coffee does nothing, which is bad. But whatever.
So, yeah, coffee's never affected me. Most energy drinks don't really affect me either. But you know what's weird? Now, Monster will a little bit, but the thing that will keep me up, and I don't know why, but it's probably, the excessive sugar, there is caffeine in it and stuff like that. I know you don't have where you are Mountain Dew.
Yeah, in Portugal, by the way. I'm in Portugal. We don't have a lot of things in Portugal.
He's in Portugal. I'm in America.
That's important to note.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
It's a pretty important note, but it's fine.
But I will never have Mountain Dew. For the singular reason that I'm sure people know this story already, because it's been trending a lot everywhere, of the guy that sued Pepsi because he found a mouse in his can of Mountain Dew, and he sued Pepsi. But Pepsi won the case because they were able to prove that a mouse would completely dissolve in a can of Mountain Dew in a few hours. And that wouldn't be enough time to see the full body once they arrived at stores. And they won that case because of that screwed up top. I never again. I'm not having that. I'm never trying it. I don't know. I don't care. No.
Here's a weird Mountain Dew story. I have someone who was a friend of mine back a few years ago, probably like 5 years ago, and I witnessed it firsthand, unfortunately. He chugged like probably within a couple hours, 2 liters, so 4 liters of Blue Mountain Dew. And I remember him going to the bathroom, and he yells for me, for some reason, yells for me to see what's going on, and there's just a blue stream of pee. And I'm like, what is in that Mountain Dew that you're that's wild to me. That is crazy.
How does that even translate into pee? I understand that if you have, like, the thing is, a way for you to be awake in a more natural way without having caffeine, if you can't do caffeine, is B12 vitamins. They keep you up.
Which is like the 5-hour energy
in a natural way, but that has other things.
I know.
Just the vitamin supplements which have no sugars and no additives, and it's just the natural substance. You can't overdose on those. You cannot, because your body already produces it. You can't actually take too many of them. The only side effect you get if you take too many of them is like neon yellow pee. Like neon yellow. Like someone dropped a marker in the toilet. Like a yellow marker.
Is that true?
Yes. I have experienced I have, yes. Yes. My mom?
Guys, if you guys want to see a clip, no, I'm just kidding.
My mom and my dad a few years ago went to Guinea on a mission to bring like supplies and food donations in vans. Like it took like days to get there, of course, but a way they would stay up because some areas were dangerous and they had to stay alert. The way they'd stay up wasn't caffeine, because caffeine has the big high and then you drop very fast and you crash. The way they stayed constantly on alert level if they had to stay awake was atrocious amounts of B12 vitamin because it just worked really well. Their pee was neon yellow, but who cared about that, you know? At that point, you know what? If you get alarmed by that, it's normal, so it doesn't make a difference. But I never heard about blue pea. Hang on, I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah, and I witnessed it firsthand.
Blue
I was like,
pea
whoa.
from Mountain Dew. That's
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. I was like so confused on the science of it. We didn't really.
There you go. Why is
What?
my pee the color of Mountain Dew? High dose vitamins can turn your pee as bright, almost neon yellow color. Because of the B12. There you go.
Yeah, that's the regular Mountain Dew.
That's
I don't know
the
why.
regular Mountain Dew. The neon color in pee is just as harmless sign that you're taking more than anybody needs. It's the excess.
Yeah.
It's the excess. But you can't overdose on it. Dyes used for some kidney and bladder tests can turn urine blue. Oh, huh. That's new. That's different. I didn't know that was a thing you can. Apparently, you can have blue pee, like naturally without having to drink Mountain Dew.
That's pretty cool. It's natural blue pea.
That's. Imagine peeing and then just seeing blue. Like I would be very concerned.
I'd be like, I'm gonna have some stories
I would be
now.
very concerned for that. Like,
that'd be cool though. You'll be the most interesting person at a party every single time because you'd be like, guess what I can do.
some medicines for depression, ulcers, and acid reflux can turn urine greenish blue. Pain medication for arthritis and sleep also can turn urine green. A rare disease called familial benign hypercalcemia can cause children to have blue urine.
Interesting.
Holy cow.
Well, the more you know.
The more you know. The more you know.
Yeah. So back on the sleep thing, caffeine. Away from the pee thing. That was a nice side topic. So we both don't really get affected too much from caffeine. Mountain Dew will keep me up, and that honestly, you explained earlier in the video that I stayed up for 6 days, and Mountain Dew was a big help. I think Mountain Dew is what pretty much kept me up that whole time. It's just the chemicals that must be in that.
We actually had an idea for a challenge we're going to do that I'm not sure when we're doing this, or if we'll do it at all, because it's kind of not safe to do. Disclaimer, this is not safe to do. Disclaimer, don't do this at home. Don't do this at home. This is a horrible idea on both sides.
Yeah.
Don't pee everywhere.
Don't pee blue. Don't do this.
Pee blue. Just don't pee. That's it.
Just disclaimer. Don't do this video.
Don't do anything. Okay. Don't pee, basically. But no.
Don't pee. Don't pee, guys.
Don't pee, guys. It was you staying up for 7 days and me sleeping for 7 days.
Yes.
Because my record for sleeping was 48 hours straight,
and mine's
nonstop.
for not sleeping is 6 days.
So my record for sleeping without getting up and doing anything was 48 hours. I woke up, with needs to do like water and food and everything because I'm a human being, but 2 days. And I want to see how long I can last staying asleep But again, we have some rules about that because I can't just stay asleep for
Yes.
7 days without water because that's not safe at all. I needed to have some sort of ruling and some break times, allowed break
Yeah.
times to do my thing, like eat some food, do all
Yeah.
that, and then go back.
And while I'm doing the sleep study, I want to record different things such as how it affects my functioning, how it affects my just overall life, how I feel, how I think, how I react. And I think it would be a really cool concept to know each day on kind of how it affects me.
I'm going to show on the screen uh, the side effects for not sleeping
Yeah.
because I think you are aware of some of them. Can you tell me which ones they were for you?
For those 6 days, I mean, it gradually got worse, but pretty much started with things such as a light headache. There was dizziness involved, kind of almost like lightheaded.
Okay.
It eventually increased, but then there's like a gap period in between where you're feeling really bad to where you're feeling like you're on top of the world. And it's a very weird period of time, but it's
It's
in
a
between.
high. It's
It is.
it's a high, and then yeah, because your body has like a threshold, and after
Yeah.
that, you're in a disorder alert. Like kids do that too. Like kids when they're sleep deprived, they have like the very high moment, and then they just crash.
Yeah. With this, it's almost like low, high, then bad, and
Yeah,
it's
your
so
body
weird.
needs to sleep. That's
Yo,
a big
yeah.
problem.
Your first low is not that bad. It just, like I said, it's the headache, it's lightheaded, and you're just kind of You don't really feel right. But then the high part of it is, you feel great. You feel like, oh, I'm not even tired anymore. Once you hit that third or fourth day, it's awful. It is awful.
Okay,
You feel
so
sick, everything. Just,
the side effects for, and let me know if any of these happen to you.
okay.
Uh, Depression, memory loss, irritability, anxiety, increased accidents and injuries, mood changes, hypertension, um, reduced immunity, decreased libido. I don't care about that. Hallucination, blurred vision, cardiovascular problems. Told you. Obesity, reduced alertness, stroke, and trouble managing emotions. So again, what you did could have killed you, and you're lucky to be alive right now.
A lot of those are long-term stuff, though. But yeah,
No, they're not actually. They are
well, you're not
not.
gonna
Side
obesity. You're not
effects.
gonna get obese in
I'm
4 days.
writing down side effects of not sleeping for 7 days. This is what I wrote down on the thing, and I'm gonna send.
Yeah.
I'm putting a picture here right now of what I searched and the effects that come with it.
Pow pow.
No.
Never mind. No pow pow.
No pow pow.
Yeah,
man.
I experienced a high amount of those. Especially you get so irritable. You don't want to deal with anything. Just you feel awful. You feel sick. Day 6 when I actually quit was because I started getting hallucinations.
Oh yeah. I was told about that, but that's a big thing when your body's
Yeah.
trying to. So, basically the side effects of sleeping for a whole week, which what I would do, and I might not because drowsiness, fatigue, anxiety. I already have that, and brain fogginess, chronic oversleeping, which I actually might have because if I could sleep for like 12 hours or 48 hours or 3 days, I would. If I could stay in bed for not a whole year, but for a long time, I would. And every time I lie in bed, even if it's just to chill or something, I fall asleep. And then I wake up 6 hours after, like, where am I? What is this? What year is it? It's awful.
Yeah.
Fatigue, anxiety, brain fogginess, sleep apnea, idiopathic hypersomnia, diabetes, and stroke.
Fun.
I have those side effects as well. Taking the. I have these exact same Side effects: taking my birth control pill, which is amazing. birth control topic to be mentioned as well at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that. That'd be fun. But for now, we have this.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we actually doing this, or are we just...
I 100% know I am. So that is up to you on if you want to do your part. I'm 100% doing this. I know I'm planning. I want to plan a date as soon as the August 18th is done. I want to start setting a date.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey guys, how's it going? No, I'm just kidding. How's it going, guys? Obviously, you just watched most of this video. This is not a good ad so far, so I'm going to try to make this a lot better. Me fighter. I don't know what am I supposed to advertise? Yeah, guys, I'm a fighter. August 10th, I will be fighting in Fall River, Massachusetts. I will be fighting on the battleship. August 10th, it's going to be a huge tournament. I am fighting for an amateur title, and it's the finals of the tournament. Probably about 1,100 people there. It's going to be awesome. So whether you can catch it online or you can catch it in person, make sure to check it out, and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to get that win, and then August 18th is a cookout party. Olivia, you coming?
No.
Gosh.
Can you fly me out?
Maybe. What if I can?
It's on August, right? Is it a... It's a weekday. Never mind. I can't do it.
No, it's not. It's a Sunday.
It's Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's Sunday. Oh, well, it's a Sunday. The next day is a weekday, so I can't do it.
But yeah.
Day 2.
Okay, it is the next day because the software glitched and it crashed, and ironically, I had to sleep because it was 1 a.m. and I had to sleep. So, today we're back. I'm wearing the same clothes. He's not. I told him to maintain a continuum, but I was betrayed for some reason. And you were saying something before. Now it's just a quick wrap up. And my sister actually sent me a message, like right as we were recording this, which is curious note on the not sleeping thing with Vincent. The longest recorded time anyone has gone without sleeping was 11 days.
And I know exactly who that was.
You know who that was? Who was it?
It was this guy who he was doing a challenge. I think that was I thought it was 12 days, but yeah, it was like roughly around 11. I'm pretty sure that dude died.
Okay. So Bia, if you're seeing this, thank you. This is morbid now, but thank you. I'm gonna go Google that a little better. I want to see.
Yeah, Google it a little better. What I will say is I actually studied that guy before I did my 6 days. I did the research on kind of what was the effects and everything, and I did hear about it. I'm not sure if he's the same person the person who passed away due to no lack of sleep ended up passing away at a coffee shop or a diner somewhere. It was kind of crazy.
So Randy Gardner, 60 years ago, a teen broke the world record for sleep deprivation 60 years ago. 17-year-old Randy Gardner broke a Guinness World Record by staying awake for 11 days. But it doesn't say he died.
No, maybe he's not the one that died.
Gardner appeared to have fully recovered from his loss of sleep.
Alright, so so he survived. I studied multiple
40
people.
40 days, what the hell? The man who hasn't slept since 1962.
Yeah, I studied about him too. Yeah, he's not able to sleep. I've watched him in a documentary before.
Excuse me? Okay, there's not enough time to actually put this whole video anywhere.
Yeah,
I will link it below.
In general, it's just like it's a neurological type thing that prevents you from sleeping. But like without any medical reason, there are people. Yeah, I think 11 days was the record.
Oh, okay. And the soldier that didn't sleep for 40 years.
Yeah.
That's also.
That's the one. That's the one I watched the documentary about. He was a soldier.
He died.
Yeah.
He died. Well, yeah, 40 days is longer than 11, but still, it's not a thing you should be doing. Okay. Well, I will save this image so I can put it. Okay. Randy Gardner, cool. All right,
Yeah.
that was the fact I had in my head that I had to share because I don't want you to do the 11 days.
I don't want
Please,
to. So
my
it's fine.
friend, I beg you to not. Please, friend, please.
No, 7 days is where me personally I want to do it. My friend Brandon actually did do 7 days, and it haunts me to this day because he still pulls that on me all the time. He'll mention that every single time we talk about sleep. He's like, "Yeah, you did 6 days, but I did 7."
It would
It's
be,
just
it would be like a little poke if you did 8 days, just a 1 day extra
it
to just go. You know what? I did a little better than you now, and how about that? How about that?
it it would be, but I feel like that extra day, just like every day after about the 6 day mark, I feel like is a huge fact on just mental health and physical health.
Well, now that you know other alternatives besides Red Bull and Monster and Gator and not what Gatorade? No, not Gatorade. Mountain Dew. I'm sorry, not Gatorade. Mountain Dew. I don't know why I said Gatorade. You can try the vitamin B
Yes,
pills,
B12s. Yeah,
B12 pills because those are natural and you can have neon yellow pea, which is always fun.
that is cool. Um, I would like to try to see how long I can do, but yeah, my goal is 7 days. If I feel okay enough mentally and physically to do an eighth day just to get that little poke at him, I will definitely do that. One other thing I did want to mention real quick before we wrap everything up is what would you do, right? You know how I mentioned at the beginning of the video that a third of your life is sleeping?
Yes.
Here's a question. Let's say you had that extra 8 hours a day. Let's just pretend sleep did not exist. If you had that extra 8 hours a day, what do you think you'd be doing at night? Like, what do you think you'd use that time for?
Hmm.
Because it's a good
Well,
question.
I would not feel any physical consequences for no.
No, it just doesn't exist. It never has.
I guess you'd have more time to do things you wanted to do. So if you had a full time job, you'd have the full time job. But I'm guessing that with sleep not being a thing that exists, the world would not work the way it does. So even like
Yeah.
working would be scheduled differently because you don't need to sleep. Uh, People will probably take advantage of that as well. I'm thinking
Yeah, it would definitely be an
it
interesting
would be an interesting
concept.
concept. I guess I
Just,
would do what I couldn't do because here's the thing: whenever I'm alone at night, I feel like I have
yeah.
more time for me at night, like for myself. So I stay up longer sometimes because I like the time for myself to be alone. Like with no one around me, just everybody's sleeping and I'm awake, just doing my thing and being alone. You know,
Understandable.
I like doing that. Also in the mornings, if I wake up and no one else is awake yet, I like that feeling as well.
Yeah.
I probably do that with the time I had at night.
All right.
Tell
Because I
people
know
to f off and I'll be
I
alone
feel
now.
like there's never enough time. Like I feel like no matter how much time extra we have on Earth, I feel like it's always going to be the same, like just not enough. Because like 8 hours a day, like I said, that's a third of your life, roughly if you survive till 75, 25 years. Even an extra 25 years, in our head right now, we're like, oh man, it would give us so much more time to do things. But when you think about it on a daily basis, I feel like because you have that much time, you're going to waste a lot of it.
I'm
Not you. I'm
going,
saying like everybody.
yeah, in general. Um, Life stats. Remember life stats where they did that little site where you can see like
Yeah,
how many times you blinked, how long you sleep for, all of that. Uh, it's kind of scary to see actually how long you sleep
it
for in your
really.
entire life. I saw that with my own eyes. Like, oh my god, that's
Yeah,
like 20 years of my life just. I
yeah,
sleep a lot actually, so.
yeah.
Rude.
One eternity later.
And we're back. Okay. It's been a weird moment with, again, it's the first time we're recording this. It's the very first attempt. The format is not ideal. A lot of things are happening on our ideal. Software crashed. We had a lot of so for context, I have this person right here on call on two screens at the same time. I have him here and there because the audio, he can't hear me. So I have to call him through there so he can hear me so he can talk through here. So, it's been an interesting situation. In the future, format is better. Content is probably better as well.
100%.
100% better. Even the way we, bring up conversation, because now it's this practice. We're learning how to navigate all of this. And
and anybody watching, make sure, comment down below.
Comment down below.
Any ideas.
Constructive criticism and ideas.
Yeah.
Bia, my sister, she's gonna watch this. Bia, comment down below, because she has told me a few ideas she wants to do as well, and a few of them I don't like, but I'm uncomfortable. It's okay. It's
also,
fine.
guys, I don't sleep, so I'll be checking the comments all the time.
I also check comments. I also check comments. I check comments all the day, all day long.
Exactly, so we're good.
So we're good.
24/7.
Comment on Twitter if you want to reach him. Comment on Instagram if you want to reach me.
Yeah.
So he's more in charge of the Twitter and TikTok, and I'm Facebook and Instagram. So whichever one you want to talk to, just reach out. We're here. We're around.
Yeah.
And Bia,
Always.
comenta, diz-me coisas. Okay. I think we're done.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much
the
all
topic
of
cover.
sleep.
Yeah.
Make sure to say what you guys think about
Make sure to say what you guys
sleep.
think about sleep. Tell us down below if you like sleeping, if you don't like sleeping, if you agree with any of us, if you think that everybody should be, frozen. I don't know. Frozen so nobody has to sleep or even, live. I don't know. You know what? Pods for everybody. Anyway. Okay. We're done.
Pretty much wraps it up.
Like, subscribe, do all those things. Click the bell. It's over there.
You got this. Yeah, there you go.
Over there.
Good job.
Over there. I did it. It's over there. And I'll see you next time. Bye.